Hey folks, this is Vincent Natalie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Aldr, the High Sage, A-L-D-R, however you pronounce that. This game supports 2 to 4 players, it's for ages 12 and up, and the average play time is roughly 30 to 45 minutes. In this game, players will be trying to lay down element cards that match the patterns on their player board, and the player that can match all 4 patterns on their player board first will win the game. So without further ado, let's ready our basil and oregano and play Aldr the High Sage.
Let's go see what's all the rage in Aldr the High Sage, because it rhymes with rage.
I like mine better.
Yeah, I like yours too. Alright, let's go play Aldron, right? Because A-L-D-R is Aldron. Isn't that short for Aldron?
No.
Star Wars?
No.
It's not a Star Wars game?
No. No. Okay, so we've set up the game for 2 players. Before we begin, I figured I'd show you the box inserts. These are the player boards that we're not using. Here's a look at the box insert and the other player pawns that we're not using. The game also comes with a baggie or 2, so that's all that. Alright, so as far as what you're looking at here, there's a number of different components. There's these element cards. You're going to shuffle the deck. You're going to deal 5 to each player, and you're going to put 4 out to form the drafting pool. Whenever it comes time to draw cards, you're going to draft them from there. There's also a starting tile. It's just one of every element. There's 4 elements in the game. There's wind, fire, water, and earth. There are 4 player boards. These player boards have all 4 elements on them: fire, water, earth, and wind. And there's actually a little circle in the middle that tells you which elements cancel each other out. So fire will overwrite wind, and wind will overwrite earth, earth will overwrite water, and water will overwrite fire, and so on. And you're also going to take all the pawns of one color and put 1 on each element. And your goal is to get all 4 of your pawns off of your player board and onto the table. If you do that, you're the first player to do it, you win the game. Okay? It's that simple. So on your turn, you're going to play 2 element cards that are in your hand. And as an example, I'll just take a couple from the bottom here. Let's just do something like that. That way I can show you different combinations and the like. So whenever you play a card, at least one of the symbols has to overwrite an existing one on the table. So I could do something like this. This symbol, by the way, is a wild. It reminded me of the symbol for General Electric. For those of you, my mind immediately went there. I don't know if it's me or not, but like yeah. So I had to look that up just to be sure. Anyway, this is a wild, and it can be used as any color. So I could, do something like this. These wilds can go on top of anything, and anything can go on top of a wild. So at least one of the 2 symbols on your card that you're playing has to go over top an existing one. Now, you can either go on top of the same element, like fire over fire, or you can put the fire over top wind, which according to your player board is what the fire one overwrites. So I could do something like this instead. Or if I had something, I could even do both. So I could do something like this. Fire overwrites fire. This wild can go over anything, so I could replace both if I wanted to. You get the idea. So you're going to place 2 cards. So let's just say I do something like that, and then I do something, there's mountain, fire. I could do mountain overwrites water, so I could do something like that maybe. And just to cheat a little bit, let me see if I can find another fire card. And let's say that we have something like this. Okay, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to complete the patterns on your player board. My pattern calls for a T block. If you're familiar with Tetris, that is a T block. And this happens to make a T block. Again, this is a wild, it can be any color. After you play 2 cards, you're going to place any of your pawns if you can, if they match the symbol. So in this case, or this pattern. So this does match this pattern, so I can take my pawn and I can put it on one space on one of the pattern spaces here. But I cannot place it onto a wild. I could place it here, I could place it here, or I can place it here. These pawns are important because they will never move once you place them, and they will restrict any future. This tile will no longer be able to be part of a pattern. So this essentially sort of blocks this tile from anyone else from using it. Okay. So I've already done my fire one. I've placed it. There's nothing else to place. Then I get to place this guy. This is Aldr the High Sage. This acts like a player pawn in the sense it'll block off something else. Let's say Idly wants to try and make her mountain pattern. Well, she will not be able to use this as part of her pattern whenever she goes to try and complete it, right now anyway. And then after I place this, then I'm going to draw 2 element cards from here. I'm going to draw one into my hand, replace it from the deck, pick another one, put it in my hand, replace it from the deck. You replace the cards that you take immediately. And that's that. There is a void card. Unlike the wild, it can never be used as part of a pattern, although you can place it on anything, and anything can be placed on top of the void. It just can't be part of any pattern. Okay? And I'm sure there's a couple of other placement rules that I didn't get into, but I think that's the important highlights anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cards that I used back, these ones here, and just put them there, and I'll just do something like that and put that there, and then I'll put these under like that, and boom! I have no idea where they are. Okay. So, would you like to go first?
So wait, for this, so it's water goes over fire,
Yes.
fire goes over wind, and whatever, this is wind, right?
Yes.
Wind goes over mountain.
Mountain?
Mountain
Yeah,
goes
follow the arrows. The arrows are going counterclockwise on your player board in the middle.
Yeah, the arrows are really hard to
Yeah, they are a little hard to see. For those of you that are, wondering what she's saying, again, there are little arrows that are going counterclockwise, showing you that this replaces this replaces this, so on. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so would you like to go first?
Sure.
Okay, so you're going to place 2 element cards.
Okay. I will do... Now, can I do this? Because it's a wild?
Yes, wild can go over everything, and then mountain... Actually, you can't do that because wind replaces mountain, not the other way around.
Oh, so even if the wild... So even if one is...
You have to satisfy the... Whenever you
Both
cover
of them.
something, it has to satisfy what you're covering.
I see, I
You
see.
can put that wild on anything,
Okay.
but you'd put the mountain here, or you would put the mountain on top of the water.
What about an empty space?
That's fine too. Mhm.
So can I do something like this?
No, you have to cover at least one space.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So can I do this then?
Mountain over water. Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then my final one, can I do this?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So that satisfies the mountain?
Is your mountain square? Yes.
Yeah, we have the same cards, right?
We have different. I have a T block. You've got.
I have a T block. As well.
Okay, so I guess we do have the same. Okay.
It looks like it's all the same.
Yeah, it looks like they're all the same.
That's kind of silly.
Unless they're different. No? Okay.
Oh well. So I can put this thing anywhere except for the wild.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Put it there.
Okay. So that's one of your 4 tokens that you need.
Okay.
Now you're going to place this guy somewhere. He'll act like a blocker. And then you're going to draw 2 cards. Draw 1 card,
Okay.
replace, draw another card, replace.
Okay. So I'll draw this one.
Mm-hmm.
And replace. And I will draw this one and replace.
Okay.
Now it is your turn.
It is my turn.
Okay, cool.
All right. So out of everything I've got here, I'm gonna do. I don't like any of these, but okay. And that's pretty good. I might just do. I could do. So fire overwrites wind, but she blocked those off. This is tough.
It is. It really is.
See, ideally, I'd want to, I think, use these two, if I can, to complete this. But, again, I have to overwrite at least one. So...
Now, these voids, can you
You can overwrite voids, and voids can overwrite anything. It just can't be used as part of a pattern.
But you can put...
You can put stuff on...
element over a void?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. It's the same as a wild, this void, except this is not used as part of a pattern.
Okay.
This is.
Alright. I got it, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Like, I have pretty crap cards, so, like, I'm trying to form something here, but, okay. Wow. I guess I'll try and set myself up for the mountain, if I can. So, what replaces the mountain? Well, that goes over water. Unfortunately, there's no water for me to replace, so I'd have to do something like... Wow, that's crazy. Man, you really put me in a bind. I can't...
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just wish I had... Like, I don't want to help you, because you're going after a different element, and if I try and build off of one of the other ones, you're just going to capitalize it on the next one. So, like, I have to be careful.
Capitalism.
It is. I'm going to do, I'm going to use, you need wind.
Is there hidden information?
There's not.
I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. That's competitive.
Not at all. Alright, I'm going to try and just set myself up for the next turn. So I might do that, and... or I could do that, and... No. I can never use that again. So I have to try and find a way to make a square out of this. So what if I did fire over fire for that, and I guess I'll do mountain over wild for that. Now, I can't place anything, unfortunately, because I don't have, like, I didn't make any of my patterns. So now I have to move this guy somewhere. I'm going to put him on that wind, and I'm going to draw 2 cards. So I'm going to take that one, draw, and I'm going to take that one, and there's that. Okay, so now it is your turn.
Okay. Oof, this is tough. Yeah, I completely forgot what you took. Dang.
Well, you know what I'm going for. You can clearly see it.
How? What, the mountain? Big deal. Alright. Okay. Oof. Okay. Can I do... Oh man, it has to satisfy both, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can I do this?
Void over mountain, yes, and water over fire,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Mm-hmm.
And can I do this?
Water over void, yep.
And that makes the water pattern?
You stink! You're gonna win so quickly. You're already halfway done. I didn't even get one yet. That's crazy.
It's hard. It gets harder though. Now I have to try and block you off, but how am I gonna block you? Okay, so can I do this?
Yes, you can put that there.
And then I can move this guy, right?
Yes, you move him somewhere.
And I can move him here.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And I have to pick 2?
Yes, you draw 1.
Okay. 1. And I guess I'll do hard choices.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
2. Okay.
Scary.
Scary indeed. So, water overwrites fire, so there's no fire there, huh? I'm gonna do... Okay, so if I did that, I could do this, and then this.
Oh, very good.
So that completes my water. I'm gonna put that. Not that it's gonna matter. I'm gonna put that here. Here, and then I'm gonna use. Now you need fire and mountain at this point, or wind. So I'm gonna put that there, and then I have to draw cards.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take. Which ones do I want? I want. Out of all of them, I kind of like this one, and I kind of like. Out of all of them, I mean, yikes. Man, okay. I think I'll take. Not a whole lot of choice here. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one, I think. Alright, all you.
This is crazy. Alright. I don't like any of these. Now, you cannot make a pattern and claim it if the gold thing is on it even after you've moved it, right?
Correct. Right. You claim with your pawn first, and then you move this. So you cannot use this as part of your win this turn.
Okay. See, now this is the comeback king.
No, you've got the advantage clearly here.
No way. Okay, so you don't need water anymore. Interesting. So then I would totally. Okay. I'm going to do this one.
Wind over mountain. Yep, that makes sense.
And I will. Okay, so only wind can go over these mountains, and only mountains can go over the fires. Okay.
Mountain can go over water.
Over waters, that's what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Wind can go over the mountain. So this is tough, man.
I agree.
This is quite indubitably tough. Now, what happens if you complete a pattern on the very first turn?
Nothing.
So you put one of your pawns and then you can place another card down?
No, you wait and you place your 2 cards first and then you claim.
Oh, okay. So you can potentially have 2 patterns.
Possibly.
Interesting. Okay. So I will do. Okay, I'll do this one.
Water over water and fire there. Okay. So you're gonna
actually hold on. Maybe I could do it like this, right?
Fire over fire.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, that's fine. So now you draw a card?
Yeah.
You can't place anything, can you?
No.
Okay, so you draw a card. Do you want this one?
Hold on, let me see. You know what, I'll take this one.
Okay.
I like the voice.
I understand. All right, so out of this mess, I got to figure out how to. Okay, so.
Oh, did I?
You have to move this guy too. Yeah, you should have moved him. Yeah.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Where shall I move him to?
Ooh, stopping me cold. Okay, I see how it is. All right.
Wait, how come I have? Oh, okay, 5 cards, right?
Okay.
Can you place the same gold thing on the same tile?
No, you have to move this to a different tile every turn.
Okay.
So if I did, I need.
Can you discard cards or trade them in or anything?
No.
Like that?
Mm-mm. Nice try, though. Okay. Okay. So let's do. I'm gonna do. All right, so trying to get this is gonna be crazy. Places that. Okay. So I'm gonna do. Goes over that. Okay. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 2 mountains because mountains go over water.
Oh, so they're both water, right?
Yeah, they're both water, so 2 mountains.
I should have seen that.
And after that, I don't have the card that I need to complete that one. So this stinks. Okay, I guess I'll try and set myself up for. Well, that doesn't matter. All right, I can do fire. All right. All right. Oh man. Okay. That's crazy. Okay. I'm gonna try and do something like this. Void over mountain. Just because, I don't know, maybe I can stop you from building off fire. I don't know. So I can't place anything because, yeah. And then this guy is going to be going somewhere else. Out of all of them, I would probably put him up here. And I get to draw 2 cards. So, I don't know. I'll take that one and that one.
Alright. My turn?
Yep. You've got it, I'm sure. She's playing quickly.
Do this one.
Void. Ah, look at you.
And this-
Double fire. Wow, look at that. All right. She's got this in the bag.
No,
folks.
no, I don't. No, I don't.
Yes, she does.
Cause I'm sure I'm gonna place these things like so wrong.
No.
So you're gonna get it like very quickly. I'm trying to figure out how you can build off of this. I have to do this.
Right, it makes sense. It
to.
limits what I can do with that.
And then I have to move this somewhere. If you have another double mountain card here, I'm kind of screwed a bit. But you have a double wind. I saw you take a double wind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna put it right here.
Okay.
Unless. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there.
All right. So now you can draw 2.
Alright,
You want that one?
yes,
Okay.
please.
You really want wind on it. Okay, so my crappy turn. Okay, so let's do. All right. So if I did, and then wind. Okay. So that can go over that, but then the issue is.
It's so hard.
Stinks. That one card. I guess I could do. Alright, I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to do, I think, wind can go over mountain, and wild over water. And then from there, I'm gonna place a double wind on wind, and wind on the blank, and that's it. But I can put my wind thing down somewhere.
Nice.
I'm gonna put that there, and I'm going to move this guy somewhere. Now, wind goes over mountain. So, I think I'd want to put you over there. Unless, well, see, that can be used as wind. So she could technically do, if she had double wind, that would be an instant. If she probably has it. I'm just saying. Wind also goes over mountains, so at the same time, she might try and use this, but she couldn't because getting a card here, she'd have to have a wind and a wild, and then another wild to go over here for this. So what I may do is put that there instead, but then she could have wind, wild, and then it's like it could go either way. You could have the cards to do it. Just YOLO. That's fine.
That's what you're gonna do.
Well, you might do wind. I mean, you're either gonna build off of this or you're gonna build off this. I'm probably safer doing this to deny you the wild. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So I'll do that, and then I'm gonna draw. I'll take that one. And I kind of need to take this to deny you the double wind card. So there's that. No, I mean, you're going to win anyway, but...
You don't know this.
I do know this.
Nah. Alright. Okay.
Man, this stinks.
I'm going to do...
Come on. I mean, really.
I'm gonna do this.
Mountain.
And a void.
Void. Okay.
Or do I want to do that? No. Wait, hold on. I have to think about this.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
All right, so void over fire and fire over... You can't do that.
Oh, sorry. I meant this.
Okay, so fire over fire, void over mountain. Okay.
No, I don't. Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm getting confused. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Alright, so you still need the mountain stuffs. And the fires. So either way. You got the wind.
Beneath my wings. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Alright, so I am gonna do this.
Void over fire, mountain out here. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I will... Yeah, you know what? I'll do this.
All right. Gotcha. So you get to draw a card?
Alright, this one... Oh, are you kidding me?
You have a choice of 1 and 1. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
I will... did you move this guy?
Oh, no. I will move...
Technically, you're supposed to do it before drawing cards.
Sorry.
I'm pushing my glasses into my skull. Technically.
I guess. You can't put him on a void, alright?
No.
Okay. I'll just do that.
All right, so that mountain denied. All right. So out of all of these, I mean... I need... It's dangerous because the one I'm trying to form you can use. Because wind can overwrite mountains, and the more mountains I make, the more plays you have. So, like, I have to be careful about how I'm doing this. I'm going to do... I need... Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like what you're doing over here. This is set up BS right here. I don't like this. I don't. So what would stop? I mean, wild. It wouldn't matter if you had a wild to put there. And wow, okay, I'd have to try and. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna put down. Wow. Okay. It's nuts.
It's a lot of thinking and trying to deny your opponent.
Yeah. I'm going to put fire on top of wind here. And then water over void. And I'm going to put... it's not going to be very helpful, but you would still need a double on that. Okay. So, and then ugh. This hurts. Big time. See, if I put that down, she's going to use that. She'll just use this anyway. I'm going to put... Dog, what are you doing? Go lay down. She's tap dancing in there.
Yes, she is.
I can't put any of these down because then you'll just make use of it, and I'm concerned about that. Well, I'm gonna do. I need to get rid of cards too. I'm gonna have to do, I think, water, wind here, just to trash a card that I really can't use at this point. I'm gonna take. I have to move this guy first. I'm gonna move him up there. Based on this, I don't think there's a way for you to win, but who knows? Okay, so I'm gonna take this double fire. And I like that as well. I can't let you have wilds. Okay, so all you.
Alright.
You
So
got this. She's playing quickly. She's got this one.
Nah.
She's got it one. Don't let
No way.
that so quickly now.
I'm gonna do this here.
Okay, and then a wind wild somewhere.
And then I'm going to do. Oh crap! I'm messing up. Oh man.
Oh man. Okay, that's rough. I'm gonna have to. How am I gonna stop that?
I'm gonna move this.
Okay. Jeez, this is rough.
Yeah, it is. I would love to move it like on my own spots so you don't like
Move it there in the
land.
future.
Yeah, and so you don't like replace anything here.
Okay.
But then man. I'm gonna do it. Hold on. Okay, so fire. You must have quite a bit of fire cards then. Well, you'd have to replace my winds with fire. Water! Heart! Where's the,
What the heck?
the Captain Planet theme song?
Oh, I see.
Earth! Wind! Okay. I'll just place it here to prevent you from...
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, and then I choose...
2 cards.
Okay.
There's 1.
My gosh! What in the world is going on?
I see. It's crazy. All right. Man, it's getting
Tic-tac-toe. Connect 4!
Yeah, go for it. Oh gosh. See, wind can overwrite mountain, so like that's a huge no-no. I'm gonna have to. I have to play defensively here. I would love to. This is terrible. This is so nitty gritty. It's ridiculous. You bent this really.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sweating.
I know. My God.
I get nervous. Here, I'll just place this.
No, wrong. I'm gonna do double fire on this wind here,
Oh man! All right, I should have known.
and just for defensive purposes. And I want to do. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna do something else. Whoop!
Careful.
I dropped a card.
Yes, you do.
To get rid of crap in my hand that I can't use, I'm going to place this first, and then put double fire
Very
on both of
smart.
that. Okay, so I can move this guy again with the wind. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to draw a card. I will take this one, and I will take that one.
Oh my gosh. These cards are terrible. Are you sure you shuffled them?
I shuffled them.
You did not shuffle
I
them.
shuffled them.
You don't know how to shuffle.
Just because you didn't win by now doesn't mean I didn't shuffle
Yeah,
them.
really. Alright, alright, so what I will do then is... No, I can't really... Jeez. Oh.
Got it? You win?
No. No.
That was a quick...
That scared me for a second. I was like, ooh.
Which ones can I use? I can use that one and then cover it up.
Okay. I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
Mountain over water.
Mountain
water
over
fire.
Okay.
And I will do that's mean.
Mm-hmm.
I will do fire. Oh, but see, here's the thing. Oh. Wow, this is hard.
It's really really cutthroat.
Yeah, this got really cutthroat. Wind go. Okay, water goes over fire. Okay, now. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to. I'll just do that.
Okay. So that was your 2. So now you move this guy.
Oh yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
Come on. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
How many did you draw?
Just 2.
Oh.
I have 5.
Oh, okay.
I haven't had any win cards in forever.
Yeah, I'm trying to grab them before you can.
And you are! That's ridiculous.
See, now wind can go over mountain. So I have to try and replace those. Or what if I did mountain goes over water? Okay. Actually, let's do this. That might set you up though for I gotta play this carefully, because if I don't, I'm in trouble.
That's all I'm thinking in my head.
At this point, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do a wild there. Over that.
Mm-hmm.
And a wild here.
Very good.
And that forms my 4-corner.
Oh, that is so smart.
But now I got to figure out where I'm going to put this. So maybe I'll put that here.
Very smart.
And that still, though, might be a problem. Depending on how you do this. But I can't let this go.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got to move this guy. Which I'm going to move. You could build off that one. You need to get 4 in a row. So to do that, I would place it. If I put that here, then you couldn't go this way. Okay, so I gotta. Okay, fine. So now I have to choose 2 cards. I need this. And I need this.
I think you might have won this one.
No, I think you're still in the lead.
I doubt it.
Void.
This.
Okay.
And this.
Okay, so you're blocking me, what you're trying to do there.
And I'm going to place this over here.
Okay.
And I will grab this one.
Which one was that? Oh, okay,
Grab
never mind.
I don't know.
I see.
I have no idea.
Uh-huh.
What are you talking about?
I see. That's how it's gonna be. Alright, so now I gotta figure out how to make use of this crap.
It's crazy. This is crazy.
Okay, so... Cheese and rice.
Cheese and rice, indeed.
And I'm so sorry, baby. No, I'm kidding. No, I didn't do it.
Won.
No, I didn't, actually. I miscalculated. I thought I had it, but I didn't.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was so close. I would have had it.
Go ahead, set it up.
No, I can't. I can't show you what I was
Why
about
not?
to do.
It was something like here, right? Some fires here.
No. How can I get around that? How do I get around
Oh.
this? How do I get around that?
I'm an idiot. I think you want. Oh.
I didn't.
Oh.
If I did... Okay. Alright. I think I have it, but I'm not entirely sure.
I think you won. Yeah.
Hold
I was
on.
so stupid.
No. Wind can go over mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yep. Yep.
And then
Oh!
fire can go
such
over
an
wind.
Idiot! I'm such an idiot.
And
Good job.
there's my
next
pattern,
turn.
whatever.
I would have won my next turn.
Ah!
There you go. See all that time and you still won.
It was rough, let me tell you.
Oh man, it was so good.
And there you have it. Aldr the High Sage. What did you think?
That was so much fun.
You liked it?
I liked it a lot.
You don't like abstract games, but you seem to really enjoy this one.
That was so much fun. I like the nitty gritty. I don't like how cutthroat games usually are, but this one was like a lot of strategy, a lot of fun, and it was hard, man.
In the very beginning of the game, like I thought there was a runaway leader situation because you had a match or a pattern match right out of the gate, and then you had 2 down even before I got any of them.
The nerves got the best of me.
Well, no, it's like once you narrow down what your opponent's going to go after, like you had 1 left, so that helped me out because then I knew only to block that element, and that allowed me a chance to catch up.
Yeah, my downfall was. I had 4 win cards and I placed them. I tried to be all strategic about it, but I placed them way too soon, thinking that I would get more win cards, and I didn't see any win cards for like 4 turns in a row. That was unbelievable. I was so mad, dude. I was so mad.
What gave me the advantage at the end of the game was the color that she was going after wind. And my fire can replace her wind, so I had the upper hand there. I had the element that replaced yours that you were going for. So once we were down to 1 each, I had the advantage because my element kicked your element.
Yeah.
In the butt, you know what I mean?
And I wanted more mountains to show up, but I was also trying really hard not to give you the mountains that you needed, because you still needed it.
Right, the 1 mountain, right.
But then I was like,
had I completed fire first,
yeah,
you would have probably won the game.
Really?
Because your wind overwrites my mountains. It would have been the same. So like I was aiming to complete the mountains first so that we didn't end up at the end of the game 1-on-1, you having the element that overwrote mine. I wanted it to be the other way around. So I tried to get the mountain down, which I did.
Oh, that's a good strat.
Well,
good job.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah, see, like he's always the comeback king.
No.
He knows about strategy games,
No.
and that's kind of my downfall. I'm not too great at risk type games like this one, but I loved this game. This was so much fun.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Not only is this a standalone game, there is a board game called Element by the same developer. I've covered it before, it's in there. It's actually also an expansion to that board game. You can use this stuff to go with that Element board game, and there's a set of rules in the back of the rule book that will go over how you combine the two games. So not only is this a standalone game, but you can use it with Element, which is kind of cool.
The only critique I think I would have is just I wish they were brighter colors. This was so dull. Like, the colors are so dull.
Dark.
Yeah, they're dull and dark and bleh, but...
I wish the elements were different. The patterns on the player cards.
Yes.
That would have been cool. I mean, maybe have two sides. One side is basic for all players, and then the other side is an alternate B side that is different among all players. That would have been cool. But it missed opportunity, I think.
And the arrows just need to be more distinguished.
More prominent.
Yeah. Prominent.
Prominent.
Yes, distinguished.
3 syllables. Good job. We're moving up. So otherwise, like, I mean, I liked it. I liked the strategy. I liked how the elements... This was a brain buster, I think. Like, this is one of those games that you can bust out in a half an hour easily, but it's going to leave you thinking throughout the entire thing. The gameplay is simple. Like, the hallmark of a good game, in my opinion, is a game that's easy to understand, but yet has a load of strategy and a load of thinking involved. Like Splendor, for example, is easy. You take tokens, 3 tokens or double tokens of the same color on one turn, or finish a card, or that's it, reserve a card, that's it. It's one of those 3 things. Or Ticket to Ride, also very simple game, but has a lot of strategy, thinking, blocking, and all that jazz. This is the same way. It's light, but it's also thinky, and I love games like that. You don't have to design a game that is 6 hours long for it to be considered a heavy strategy game. You can create a 30-minute game that will make your head hurt in a good way, and have the same effect. So I like this one. I think the cards were nice too. They were of a nice material. They were easy for me to shuffle. I like the art.
Designs. Yeah, the designs are so cool. It reminds me a little of Constellations, I think.
A little bit?
Yeah, with the tile placing.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, Constellation's more of a set collection. This is more of a...
but I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of something. It's a tile placing thing.
I see.
I don't know, it's tiles.
It's tiles. It's tiles.
It's tiles.
No, you're good.
You have to do the hand movement too. It's tiles.
I don't do that.
Tile placing.
I don't do this.
No.
I just did, but I'm like, I don't do it.
It's best you don't.
No, it's best that I don't. I wish the name was easier to say. Aldr the High Sage. I like this one.
All Doctor.
Oh, sure. I get it. ALDR.
Yeah, Al Doctor.
If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince and Idlead. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.